like, for example, everybody gets up every day, they work a 9 to 5, they go home, they sit down, relax, and go to sleep, right? They don't do nothing out of the ordinary, really. We have our occasional people that go rock climbing and this and that, but that's what I mean by not being bound. Not being afraid to step out and, do what you want to do, as far as being called crazy. Like I said, people call me crazy. For most people, that would cause somebody to go back indoors and not come back out. But that's what I mean by not being bound. Don't let people, hem you down and control you.
I sell real estate, so everything is very transactional, client-based, numbers, interest rates. I wake up, look at like 20 emails of problems that have to be solved at the exact moment. My head still wanders off when I'm working. Life is a balance, so they always just kind of cross at different points.
I have a lot of thoughts in my head, and when I dance, I don't think at all. And that's why I love dance so much. The thoughts that are in my head becomes who I am. So my body just shows that exactly, and I don't have to overthink anything. The name Jadiel, it stands for Lion of God. When I dance, I feel like, I don't know, I'm just roaring. I feel like a lion when I'm dancing. I don't know, I just feel like king of the jungle. I'm crumping and I just have the attitude out. I feel like a lion, like Simba.
Jariel is an individual who thinks for himself. He likes to use his imagination a lot. How I met Jariel, we were at an event, I want to say 2 years ago at Weaver High School.
That's one of my favorite stories, actually. It was a talent showcase for Stop the Violence program. While I was over there, I ran into teammate 60.
Some of our students from one of our dance teams were competing.
It was my first time seeing like a dance team in person. I usually just see it on TV or something, so it was just unbelievable. I was like, oh my God.
He went by himself on stage and killed it. Once we saw that, we said, if we do lose, if it's anybody, it should be him.
I actually made it to the top 2, and they made it to the top 2. I give it all I got. At the end, they won. And after that, Pete was the one that came up to me and asked me if I was interested in swinging by the studio.
We loved his passion and saw his passion, and you can feel it when he finally got the chance to travel over to the space. Ever since then, he considered this home.
I didn't have a mentor. Now I have Jolette and everybody from the studio as mentors.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think it's the same story that every child has. They see Michael Jackson or see a music video, Thriller. I saw these dancers, they're electric boogaloo, and they were doing the graveyard scene. I saw that one scene that kind of just changed my life. I wanted to sign up for dance classes, so I told my mom at 4 years old, sign me up for dance classes. The issue is there were only ballet classes, tap classes, jazz classes. And so I took all these classes, but I did not get what I was looking for. I don't believe any hip hop classes really existed. The most I could find were like small community centers, maybe. I applied for a grant through City of Hartford, a business development grant for artists. We had a lot of teenagers that joined our program, and they wanted to be a part of a dance team. And at that point, we started Team 860. Team 860 turned into Studio 860.
Thanks to them, I was able to get out of here and perform in different places and battle different people. Like, I got to live a part of my dream.
Just for him to have that passion and that focus on what he really wants to do at a young age is very inspiring to someone like myself. My mentor, legendary Track 2, one of like the first few B-boys from the South Bronx. He brought me to a well-known event called Rumble in the Bronx. I saw tons of different dancers in my eyes that were superstars. The whole night they just treated me like I was someone that they met and knew for years. Just seeing different people of different races, different faces, different sizes, all getting along and everyone just enjoying the hip hop culture. I knew it was something that I really wanted to be a part of and at some point be able to pass along as well in my community.
We will have classes the following week.
The job I was working at was Hartford Steam Boiler, downtown Hartford. It was a real cool, comfortable job. It was a little scary quitting. I would rather take the risk of trying to go for it rather than, continue to collect a nice check, but then, never knowing if I, were to pursue my dream or, did what I really wanted to do. About like 2-3 months after I quit, that's where I met the director of the studio, Jolette, and then from there she introduced me to numerous different places where I myself can, show my talent and give back to the community.
When I'm on the bus, I I'll have my headphones in, and I'll usually, I really watch everybody that's coming in. If somebody comes in with an angry face, I watch them for a while. I try to like guess how bad their day is, basically, and I'll say, okay, so I'm gonna put this song and see if it matches him. And when it does, I'll dance to it, and I'll get my moves. I'll feed off of that. I close my eyes and I feel the wind, and then everything blocks out. It's like unlocking, I call it opening the cage, basically. I can just do what I do and, like I said, free myself from the world that keeps us locked down day to day, I guess you could say, with our jobs and our bills and money and this and that. Mostly people stare at me as if, like I'm a crazy person. I was so like worried about what people were gonna think of me at first. Now, I don't care where I'm at. I don't care if I'm in a dentist's office. I don't care if I'm outside in my house. I've actually walked down the Berlin Turnpike and gotten cops called on me about 3 times. Because they say that there's a drunk man or a crazy man walking down the street. So they just keep walking, stare, keep walking. Nobody really wants to be around the crazy guy. I would like to think that they see a person who's not bound by this modern world we have here, by, a person who creates his own path and, tries to show everybody that you can do what you want to do. You don't have to grow up and live a certain life or whatever was set for you. You can, make your own path and just be yourself, not care about what others people think and just do you. I wouldn't even know what I would be doing if I wasn't dancing, to be honest. I'd probably be, I honestly don't know. Dance is everything I do. That's what I do. I heard about A60 through, it might have been P Boogie. I believe it was P Boogie. He sent out a flyer for one of the first battles and I wanted to check it out. So I actually got up and went and it was awesome.
Oh, did you ever hear back from Pine?
Yeah, they leave this with Robin. My mother used to bring me to New York to house dance battles and pretty big underground freestyle dance scene. Voguing, whacking, breaking, and the people in the community, they kind of drew me in and my interest built from there. I know Jolette, and I believe she introduced me to Pete 2 years ago. I think 860 is a huge part of the dance community. The amount of passion that they put into it is everything you'd want from a studio. They came at hip hop with just such an energy and passion that you can't replicate that. And I think everybody just resonates towards it because that's where you want to be. You want to be in the place that cares the most.
When I dance, I like to tell a story. What I mean by that is that
sort of like the concept of where you go to a ballet, you would see the Nutcracker, you see a storyline, there's no talking, there's no dialogue, but the body movement tells the story.
When somebody's out dancing to a song, like you're in their mind for like a little bit, because you see how they create. A dance battle in hip hop is
That's where everybody gets to just throw everything on the floor. You know, you feel like you have something to prove. You go on the dance floor and you battle it out. I love battles.
You basically go against each other to see, try to clown each other, basically. You try to dance better than the other person, but at the same time, you're trying to capture the crowd's emotions, make them laugh, clown them. Not to be disrespectful with it at all, but it's all love at the end of the day.
To me, community is defined by who you let in your life. So you could be cold and unfriendly, or you could just be open and kind of open to interaction.
I feel like a community should be based upon family, whether it's blood or not. We try to keep each other up rather than knock each other down.
Yeah, family. Having people that care for you and love you and support you throughout your whole path.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Kids,
That's definitely what dance is. It's just, you're just always interacting with people. You always got different measures. And then I take that definitely into my personal life, my work life, where you never know who you meet, so there's no reason to be closed off.
Don't be afraid and, be yourself. Go out and challenge the waters, test the waters, and see how your community reacts back to you.